Hello and welcome to Blazing Trails series, and today's topic is ConvertKit. It's one of the resources or tools that I use that's part of my tech stack, and so I am going to actually walk you through it. If you aren't familiar with it, if you go to hubrex.com, so hubrex.com, and then click on my toolkit right here, this is the page you're going to come down to. And let's just go ahead and jump on down to this. Right here is this ConvertKit. It is a little bit of a write-up, giving you a little bit of information about why I chose it. And this is where this video, obviously you found it here, or you maybe came to it from one of my blog posts, but this video will be embedded here once it's done. If you wish to check out ConvertKit, you can click on this. It is an affiliate link, so there is a partnership that I have with ConvertKit. And up at the top of this page, I do explain why I do partnerships. And if you decide to click it, I do appreciate your support along the way. I'm going to close out that webpage for now. We are now over on the ConvertKit webpage. This is the landing page. You'll notice even in their web design, they've kept it simple. That was one of the things that really sold me on ConvertKit, is they don't give you the bells and whistles that aren't necessary. They are a company designed by creators. As they say here, it's a platform made for creators by creators. That's the part that really sold me on it. When I'm selecting my tools, I need something that is designed for a creative service provider, because that's what I do. I work one-on-one with a lot of course creators, expert coaches to up-level their programs, and I need something that is going to really resonate with me and the way that I offer those services. This does that. When we go to the features that they offer here, it's a lot. I came to ConvertKit looking for a tool to collect email addresses so that I could start a newsletter every week for the month of December in 2023. I also was offering a daily design forward tip and trick, basically. So I needed something that was going to allow me to message every day, but then do a summary message on Fridays for both the daily people and that weekly group. And then I also wanted the option for different forms along the way. They make it very simple. Within here, I can easily send things out. I can go via the email piece of it. I can actually set up email marketing, and then we get into the deliverability aspect of stuff. I can automate if I want, so I can get into the actual automation once I get to that point where I want to do that. Again, being a creative, I'm not sure that that's something that I need to personally worry about, other than I may get out ahead on stuff because I sit down and, block days for content creation. So I maybe do want to do it in those cases. But for the moment, like my daily tips and tricks for this month, it's really what I think I'm going to do isn't always what I actually send on that day. So I have found that for me, I'm working within my Google Drive and really writing everything up over there, and then I transfer it in, and right now I am just sending out a daily blast basically to my people via the list that I've collected. The other part that really, really sold me on ConvertKit as an option to move forward is this earning income aspect. And you will see there is another series that I have out there, and that is really exploring different modalities of courses, trying to get away from that idea that a course is something that you have in this predefined space. ConvertKit is one of the tools that I really promote within there, because a lot of these different modalities work really well within the confines of these tool options here. So definitely recommend checking that series out as it continues to grow and expand. I'm going to click on see all the features. Clicking through here, really then this part here is really nice. As I've learned more about ConvertKit, it's fun connecting with other creators within the space and hearing about how they're using it so that I can push myself, so I can partner with them to promote it. Or if I have a client that's looking to do something that's not exactly the way I do it, I have this whole group of creators that I can reach out to. It's really kind of cool. And it's all part of the tool process. You also can get into, there's trainings out here. There are live and on-demand trainings. So in this case, you can actually go to the on-demand workshops, check those out. There's live workshops you can set up. And then of course, the really nice technical tutorials that it's a lot of the how-tos, so that when you're stuck, let's say I want to do some formatting, I just go out there and I can troubleshoot something, or I can find the how-to. It's a really nice library of resources, which coming from the course creator side, and especially the course experience side, that is crucial for me when I am selecting tools, is what type of support do they have for me and my clients. Going from there, so I think that's pretty much all. Oh, here, I do want to mention, I actually went through these different trainings as I was evaluating, which in my other video I mentioned, I took about 7 days to really dig into ConvertKit before making my decision to move forward with it. But these trainings, getting into the newsletters for it, starting your online business, this was really wonderful. I wish a year ago I had stumbled onto that, because I could have had my newsletter and the email collection up right from the start, which would have been really nice. And then, of course, there are options for growing your income in here, which is really nice. There are free YouTube videos. This is a wonderful series out here that really works well with the how-to desk or the how-to space or their Q&A space as well. So there's lots and lots of resources. The next one here is this. Oh, here, actually, before we go to the podcast, I am going to mention each of these how-to guides I have downloaded and looked at. Really great, especially the one on course creation out here. It's a nice guide for pulling your ideas together. It's a great starting point. And I have my own workbook that I have my clients do, but going through this workbook before I start working with someone, definitely going to set them out ahead, and they're going to have some details already mapped. It's about like going through one of those the courses out there that you can pay for, where they're helping you set up your processes, guiding you through the ideation of your course. That's really what this particular guide is about. So definitely worth a look at these how-to guides. And then the podcast. Out here, these are wonderful podcasts that I personally have, again, been really enjoying. They help me as a resource that I can share with my clients if I have a particular question. I know what they've addressed out here. So you've got 3 of them and are listed on the website itself. So I am a creator here, inspiring stories really from that creative space. The deliverability defined, so diving into digital projects, business to business, business to consumers, or how to run an inbox placement test. It definitely gives some ideas for thinking about how to leverage ConvertKit as your tool. Going from there, we've got the Future Belongs for Creators blog here as well. And again, wonderful episodes out here. Just kind of, if you're looking for something specific, it's another resource. So definitely worth checking those out as well. And the same thing then happens here. If you are looking for additional help, one, I can definitely help you, but there are people out here that you can hire to do some of the work for you. So for example, here, they've got VAs or specialists that have been certified in helping you, one, migrate to ConvertKit if you have another tool, or to get things set up. So if you actually want to pay other people to do it, I personally prefer to help you do it in the context of your courses and embedding it into that. So I don't just do the tool part of it. I help you with the actual course creation. And as we're rolling that out, we are implementing ConvertKit along the way. So that's how I personally work. The other piece, or the final decision piece for me, was the pricing structure. So when we're looking at this, they do have a free option, which is up to 1,000 subscribers. So this is a wonderful way to get started as you are just starting to grow your email list. And especially if you're creating just a wait list and you have things that you're just trying to get up and started, there are ways that you can implement this out here. Down below, this is what's all included. So I love that they don't limit the number of landing pages or forms or the broadcast. The broadcast tool I mentioned earlier is what I'm currently using for my daily December of Design Forward this month. Very simple. I just go out there and at whatever time I have it ready to go, I blast that message out. You can tag. The tagging is what you use to do your different lists. So like right now, I have my daily or my weekly for my Design Forward, and that is just tags that I have set up to basically divide my audience into those two categories. I can also sell digital projects and subscriptions on here. Sorry, too much talking. The one thing for me in looking at the creator side of it is the fact that I can do the third-party integration. The reason for me with the third-party integration is connecting this to WordPress. That is where I can start using this and leveraging it as a course creation tool. So that is one point where there are ways, and that's where, again, that course, where the other series that I have going about the different modalities for ways of having courses, there are ways that you can do it just within the confines of email and broadcast. And you could completely run your courses that way. And as you can see, you can sell digital products this way as well. Totally works, and I help my clients do that. But if we're looking to scale it and want to scale right away, this third-party integration is the part that I personally love when we get up to here, as well as the automation builder. The visual part is an added bonus to that, but it's definitely not a requirement, but it makes it super simple and puts it into a nice flowchart for you. And also the automation of email sequences. So if you have content that you've built out ahead, this becomes a really nice piece along the way. But again, you can do a lot of that stuff just with the broadcast as well. So we've got that. And then of course you get everything if you go up to the creator space. I think for now, I'm going to stop at this point. This was basically an overview here. Oh, here, the other piece that I didn't talk about were some of these use cases. So depending on what your niche is, going out here, checking and getting to know. So if I'm looking at course creators, here I have a few examples of people and what they have done and how they have done it using ConvertKit. So definitely tons and tons of resources to really immerse yourself in as you evaluate this tool in order to decide if this is the right one for you. If it is, I would love to chat and see if there's a way that I can support you with it and rolling it out and save some time for you. I'd be happy to chat and share my own personal experience beyond this. The next video, I will actually go through and sign up for the free account, which you get 14 days for free. And then I will walk you through some of the how-tos of what I personally loved about this as I was getting going and really staying within that free space at first.